to divorce, you may be able to do some of the things. And then the next thing is our lawsuits. If we have got people that are targeting us, they also siphon from our estate. And then the last one is polygamy. Polygamy, once the man is still alive, is good, because everybody is okay. The moment the man dies, that is when you see the actual polygamy, what it does to your estate. Okay, so you need to be careful of that. All right, now, as we look at our taxes, we also need to look on the other side of the coin. What are the tax breaks that we can maximize on? Okay, if we participate in any of the retirement vehicles, we are able to claim money from tax. For now, it's up to 27.5% of whatever we contribute to that vehicle. But if we contribute more than that, okay, mind you, remember that when you participate in the retirement vehicles, it's when you are securing your income at the end of the day that you would like to keep your standard of living on what you are used to. If you contribute more than 27.5%, it's still fine, because that 27.5%, whatever you contribute extra over and above the 27.5% is also accumulated so that it increases your tax-free commutation. Tax-free commutation these days stands at a total amount of 550,000. But if you have been contributing more, then it's 550,000 plus the disallowed contributions. So that's where it increases your tax-free amount that you can withdraw from the scheme. Okay? So those are some of the tax breaks. But even there to talk to your tax expert, they'll be able to help you more with that. Okay. Now, when you want to leave a legacy with your children, you need to do what is called the proper estate planning, which means that how do you hand over your estate to your children? The first one would be a will. Okay, and the will must be valid and it must be signed by 2 witnesses, and whatever are your wishes on there will be carried out. Some of us, depending on the size of the estate, it is better to go the trust route, because that's where now you are able to pass down this asset over a couple of generations, not just one. Because with the will, whatever you give to a person, that is up to that person to do whatever they want to. They will not be able to sell it to the next generation. Okay, that's the only difference. But in order that your estate is covered and people are not disinherited, your will takes precedent. And if you've got any business interests, there's it, business succession. Who is going to be participating in the business? And then you need their life, life covers, to make sure that now if one of the partners passes on, monies are paid to their dependents. Okay, so even there too, when it comes to your estate, look at what are the conditions that are there and what is best for you. Okay, with others, you will find that it will really pay them off to have a trust in their name, because that way they can put all the assets there and they can just say, okay, this here is the trust that is going to be carrying on for generations to come. Okay, now that we've learned that building assets is important, we need to have a changed mindset. Okay, and our changed mindset means that we must look at how people that the 1% think. The 1% of the communication of the community is that what they do respond now. Sorry guys. Well, the 1% is willing to take risks. So it means in other words, they are able to do more than normal. Okay? We are afraid to venture into things that we are not familiar with, but the 1% does so. Okay? And they also look at opportunities that exist in every corner. Okay? They also have a dream big attitude, and they drive towards it. From one plan, and that plan that they work on, and they understand that it is a process. It's not something that you just go in now and tomorrow you are rich. It's not that way. Okay? It takes time for them to build, and then at the end of the day is that they've got an open mindset. Now, remember that in order that you start, you have got to start to be great. You don't have to wait to be great in order that you start. And this is what happens when you pass on wealth to the next generation. It is said that hard times create very strong people. And those people that are strong, what happens to them? They create good times. And those that are in the good times, what happens to them? They create weak people there. And weak people create hard times because they end up not knowing where is their future self. Okay? So for us, it's up to us now to make sure that we change our lives. We take that bold step to change our future self. Look at your situation. Where am I now? Am I in the right place? And where do I want to go? And follow that direction. Okay. Let's listen. Are we together? All right. Sure.
The question is, what are you willing to stand for? That question is going to follow you throughout your life. And here's how you answer it. You put your honor where your mouth is. Put your honor where your mouth is. When you give your word, keep it. Show up. Do the work. Get your hands dirty. And then you'll begin to draw strength from the understanding, the true knowing that history is still being written. You're writing it every day. The wheel's still in spin, and what you do or what you don't do will be a part of it. You build a legacy, not from one thing, but from everything. You have no idea what your legacy will be, because your legacy is every life you touch. Pick a problem, any problem, and do something about it, because to somebody who's hurting, something is everything. If you can just capture the humanity of the people, of the stories that you were telling, you then get that much closer to your own humanity. This moment in time, this is your time to rise. You know, there's 7 billion people on the planet like you, and here you are. You can use your gifts to illuminate the darkness in our world. Even at breakfast, it really pays off.